Alright, so it's January 6th. I started this build a day after New Year's. And I think it's time to actually fully do an actual video on YouTube of what I'm doing. Right here, I have my life-size Kurumi build. As you can tell, the process is coming along just fine. So I've been working on her for about 5 days, give or take. And this is how far I've gotten. I've already had to replace the ink cartridges in my $30 printer 3 times already. Oh, that's just lovely. Stupid computer. There she goes. I have no idea why it does it, but it just does it. It's running Windows 10, so what do you expect? So like I said, this is my life-size Kurumi. As you can tell, some of the details on her are pretty damn good. But also, she's also being a big pain in the butt because she's nearly at certain areas like her face, her head, and her head in the back of her head right here really takes a long time to build because of all the details. I mean, you can tell just by all the folds in her face alone, just right here. Give me a second. Her face right here took me 6 hours to build. But everything else has been going by pretty fast, actually. The only other major problem was actually getting the face and the back of the head actually mounted correctly, and then getting the pre-starts for big old twin tails to be mounted in. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here's the program I use. And let me find the files that are for her face. Give me a second. Those are 2 pieces of her face, of the back of her head and the back of her face. And as you can tell, they do not actually join together. They're 2 separate panels. So I had to go in there, build a massive superstructure inside there to help hold the shape, and then I had to spend at least 2-3 hours getting everything lined up the way it should. I had to trim stuff off. This Kurumi right here is a massive pain in the ass to build. But it's also really testing my building skills to see how well I really am at building these things. Give me a second, I think there it goes. Nope. Well, whatever. As you can tell, there is in fact an internal wooden superstructure inside her, like I do with all my other builds, like with my jack and everything else. Of course, the superstructure inside my Kurumi is actually pretty damn small and lightweight in comparison to Jack, Toka, my 2 Mikyus. My first Mikyu is in the living room. My Taiga, my other Mikyu, which is in my closet. Kurumi's the actual frame that's actually holding Kurumi together and actually capable of holding her of making her so she can stand up is actually quite damn light in comparison. Also, I actually am planning to actually do something with the skirt if I can get her to. Now let's see how am I going to do this without destroying her. Alright, so basically what I've done with the skirt is that there is also a wooden internal structure right inside her skirt right here that's holding the internal skirt more or less taut. What I'm going to end up doing is that when she is fully finished, see you can get a general idea how long her skirt's going to be. What I'm planning to do is I'm planning to mount LEDs at the bottom of her skirt, and then right in here somewhere, give or take, is I'm actually going to cover this area up with foam board for reinforcement. So when she's standing, or God forbid she falls over, or something like that, like if she falls over, like something will break, like her legs will probably bust off, the joints I have for her will probably break. So if I do some kind of foam board reinforcement right here, I'll be reinforcing the legs so these don't break. And I'm also going to make some kind of little box system for a speaker system or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. But what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to at least put some LEDs at the bottom of her skirt so the bottom of her skirt will light up. But yeah, this Kurumi right here is pretty damn fun to build. Even though it's taking me forever to build. Also, for the people that complain about my room, don't tell me what to do about my room. You do not run my life. You'll never tell me how to run my life. But yeah, I mean, my Kurumi's coming along just fine. Hopefully with this third ink change, I'll be able to finish her off. Most likely I won't because her skirt, which I'm going to build last, I'm going to start working on her arms after this video. Her skirt is going to eat up a hell ton of black, red, and yellow ink. And as you can tell, the tint in there, the tint on the front skirt, or whatever we call this part of her golf skirt, is a slight tint of blue because the ink I was originally printing before my dad actually was a kid gave me a new batch of ink was getting low in black. So there's already $100 worth of ink in Kurumi alone. So if I was ever going to sell any of my creations to any of the otaku, to anyone that likes my stuff or whatever, it's going to be at least a couple $100 minimal. Of course, my Kurumi here, I'm not selling her because, well, I like Kurumi. Not as much as Toka, but I already got my little Toka right here.